I hope we are going to see his one gate fast expand.
And I think Cloud Kingdom. I think Cloud Kingdom is a pretty good map for it, Kev. Is what I was trying to say. Is you have a very nice and defensible national expansion there. And well, why don't you just tell us a little bit about one gate fast expand and why you think it's a viable, strong build?
Yeah, I know this sounds ridiculous, by the way, guys, because there are still situations where you see professional players die against 4 gate. So how can you ever say that the one gate fast expand is safe? TT1 plays it in a way that he drops the Nexus, but he stays on the high ground with his unit. He gets a good scout off, and he's going to have 3 sentries and a stalker and a zealot by the time that he actually walks down. And then he's able to force field units off while you're dealing damage on the Nexus. And if you're just opening up with 2 gate pressure, you're not going to kill it. If you open up with 1 gate band, you're not going to kill it. You're actually going to end up losing units. The only thing is really, if you're going for a really quick 3 gate pressure or just 4 gate, of course, then TT1 can just cancel his expand, stay on the high ground, and since he opens up with 3 sentries, he's going to have plenty of force fields to buy time for the robotics facility. Because at the end of the day, as long as the force fields are good, you're not going to be able to break his ramp.
And he's producing probes the whole time.
Yes, and then yes, you might force him to cancel the Nexus, and he might be a little low on unit. You open up with 4 gates, so you basically decided your attack already. You can only really go from there, and everything you want to do is very late. He's going to have a quicker robo, he's going to have observers out on the map, and he's going to be able to see whatever you do. So I hope we're going to see that out of him, because I found it a playstyle which is very hard to play against.
Finale, on the other hand, well, I don't know if there's any sort of chart for what he likes to do in this matchup. He's not a player we've had the chance to see much of in the North American Star League. He, of course, qualified for the league and has since been...
Yeah, he has been undefeated. He's actually going sort of under the radar. We focus a lot on all the big names on top of their divisions, Ben, or a few of the upsets, but Finale just going 3-0 in this very stacked Division 5. Division 5 and Division 1, in my opinion, 2 of the most stacked divisions. The 2 strongest divisions, I should just say, because 2 of the most, and we only have 5. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's just like the Tespa brothers, they always put up a good event, which is true, even though they only had 1.
But it was a fantastic success.
Yeah, we had so much fun there, man.
I'm sure the next one will be too.
You know what, I also, whenever I think back of Lone Star Clash 1, Ben, I think of all those nice people in Texas who kept telling me they're going to take me to the best steakhouse in town. And they all took me to a different place, and I ate like American barbecue 3 times a day, and I gained so much weight. And every single time they said, this is the best place in town. This is the best place in town. And we kept driving all around Austin. But it was awesome.
Texans are very territorial about their food, man. I think that's a state where it's okay to kill a man if he insults your barbecue.
Not sure if I agree with that, but...
That's how we do it in the South, man. We don't mess around.
We don't mess around when it's about breakfast. You've seen that episode of Epic Mealtime? Where he's like, we're about to get drunk off pancakes. It's so awesome. Anyways, Ben, we do see TT1 going for that 1 gate expand and everything I just mentioned before. Sentry sitting on top of this ramp. He has a Zealot, which is guarding the Zelnaga Watchtower. Finale, on the other hand, is going to most likely play 4 gate, Blink Stalker, and Robo. Now that's good, but you shouldn't forget that TT1 is still going to have a lot of force fields. Force fields can buy you time against Blink Stalkers, and more importantly, can zone certain areas out, and your Immortals can really go to town, because TT1 is just blindly going to Chrono Boost out 2 Immortals after this. Finale is going to be super aggressive, and it's going to be hard for TT1 to hold. If he's out of position 1 time, Ben, he's dead. But all he has to do is get 2 Immortals out, and he's going to be more than fine.
Yeah, if he maintains his position, if he gets those Immortals out, he will be in a very, very strong position. Now, Finale has finished his second and third
this is such a key scout, Ben. Oh no, he's not going to see the pylon. This would have been so massive. Oh, he's going to see the warp in. You see the warp in? Biome. You could have seen the warp in. He's going to force field these Stalkers off. That is very nice before Blink is ready. Sorry that I missed that, guys, because I was looking at the warp in. Now Finale is going to get a really good scout off. Wow, TT1, you're going to get Observer before blah, 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 blah.
Is this sacrifice worth it for Finale? He's lost...
No, he didn't want to lose
way too much here.
He definitely did not want to lose those 2 Stalkers. And Finale is actually just going to expand on his own, and he's going to get out the Immortals, which means that TT1 is going to be in a fantastic position, Ben. He's already up in workers. He's mining off 2 bases. 1 gate expand, bro. Doing it.
Yeah, very nicely done. Finale's Nexus is only about halfway complete, so...
Have to be careful, TT1. Finale could spot that Observer if he's paying attention. Oh, okay, this Observer is going to fall. Gonna try to force field once more. Blink is on cooldown.
The Observer almost getting away.
Oh, and yeah, Blink is ready soon, huh? Oh, yeah, there we go. So not today, man, not today. Final comes being wiped in for TT1 as well. He's just gonna get out Immortals and observe it, and he's gonna eventually put on some pressure on Finale, because of course he has all these sentries, man, and sentries are still very strong when the armies are small. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to have 4 sentries in your army if you're just gonna camp up to 160 supply. And TT1 is so good in knowing when to put on pressure on his opponent.
A couple of Zealots making their way into the natural expansion of Finale. It's Mortal. This is not super good against Zealots. Might a single probe getting shut down there.
Not 2 even. Funny, by the way, that's the first scout of TT1 in the game. TT1 is part of the No Scouting Club in PvP, as he called it. I believe he founded the club. He raised it.
Yeah, founded is correct.
Yeah, he founded the club.
But I think Show founded the No Scouting Club.
Yeah, but that was not in PvP. A bit sloppy here by Finale, man. He's taking so much damage on these 4 Stalkers, and they're in a horrible position right now. Yes, he will pick off another Observer, but these Stalkers are guaranteed to fall eventually.
3 Stalkers remain, but a lot of damage taken on all of them.
Piam has to be careful over here as well. Force fields are ready for Finale too. Whoa, that's a weird force field. Well, imagine if you would have dropped another force field and sandwiched the entire army. Finale is still going to lose these Stalkers, I think, because Blink is going to be ready soon for Piam as well. Working-wise, Finale did take a small lead right now, but TT1, is that on purpose?
I think that has to be a misclick. Stalker and a couple of Zealots ending up more or less sacrificed
Look at
here.
Immortal, he's pushing through, he's like, ah!
Oh, and 2 more Zealots also going to die, man. That's the worst.
No, this is very unfortunate for Piam.
It's like your fat kid behind you in the hallway.
It was going all pretty damn well until this happened. He's still going to try to come in from the south side, but now he dropped the Robo Bay as well. Observer and 4 Stalkers are going to make their way into the main base of TT1, and this is really something that can turn this game around. If it wasn't turned around already.
I think TT1's gates are on cooldown right now. They were on cooldown. This is very, very frustrating for TT1. At the same time, he's just going to try to make an attack here into the natural expansion. Immortal count looks like it might be too high, though, for Finale. Probes, Immortals, and Zealots doing a great job against TT1.
Well, TT1, one single mistake, man, sacrificing a few units, just rallying them, not looking. He's going to end up losing most of his gateway units, and he took so much damage in his main base from these Stalkers. And TT1 is just going to call GG, as he did not make probes anymore and lost a lot of probes. You could just see that he clearly just clicked on the high ground, let's say at the 3rd base of Finale, and he thought he was walking via the low ground where the Zelnaga Watchtower is, but instead a few units decided to make a shortcut.
A little bit of sloppiness there from TT1 ends up costing him game number 1. We'll see if he's able to bounce back in game 2. That last one brought to you guys by Epson Projectors, the world's #1 projector brand worldwide, offering a full line of bright projectors with brilliant image quality. You can check them out at epson.com/projectors for all the all the details. We're going to take a quick break. Game number 2, Finale TT1, when we get back.